This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, whoa. East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast, go ahead, stand up. Put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up. Got that change, we bagged up. True love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick, I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Hot time we had a hanging! Haven't had a hanging in a long time!
Go to the fucking gym.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Walt Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 24, Hundo, and 8th Schwam of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and y'all hoes. It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2, flexing on all you beach.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, what's going on, fam? Drop in the comments down below. What is you smashing today? We are fresh off our Monday accountability meeting. Yesterday was fucking lit. Catch the replay. Inside Swole TV. It was awesome. Brand new releases, brand new yoga class, Swollen 7 recipes, new apparel, new merch. We got a lot of stuff going on. So make sure you check out the replay. Join the fam, swolenormousx.com. And everyone, why don't you go on with your bad self and hit that fucking like button right now on YouTube. Hit that fucking thumbs up. Everyone, where's the like police at? Everyone hit that thumbs up and drop in the comments. What are you smashing? Let's kick off today's episode. We have some awesome Swole fan posts. We are going to go deep, of course. We'll take some questions. It's going to be fucking lit. I hope you went to the gym today. If not, go to the fucking gym. Let's kick it off. Here we go, Vicious. Ow. All right, fam, don't forget to cup the balls. Cheers, Leo, you raging alcoholic. Hashtag Tainty Magooch. Don't be a beach, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch, and you don't want to be a Tainty Magooch. So, fam, have you gotten rid of the Tainty Mageese in your fucking life? Why don't you define what a Tainty Magooch is in the comments right now? Now, you know those definitions can sometimes change. You know a lot of definitions are changing every single day in our society. We're at episode 2482, by the way. So make sure you drop in the comments. What is a Tainty Magooch? If you're new, you might not know what that is, but it's Tainty Tuesday. Don't be a Tainty Magooch. Hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. And let's get into it. Let's say hi to the Tainty Man. Aww. He's sleeping. We got the church. We got the Tainty Man. We are ready for a rip-roaring adventure today, fam. Here we go. Let's get into that tip. Everyone moisturize and spit on it. Pooah. Babe, just an inch. Moisten that shit up. Outside. Let's get that nice and moist. Get it nice and moist, you hear? A couple reminders. Of course, we had our accountability meeting yesterday, and we also have an overtime segment coming up on Friday, but we got a lot of stuff going on. So first things first, I've been talking about it for the last few days. Going to keep on talking about it because we're getting closer and closer. 18 days out. P3S6 drops on March 11th. 2023. Let's fucking go. P3S6 will be available for 24 hours. swolenormousx.com/signature. And you can have that bookmarked and ready to go. So P3S6 dropping on episode 2500. That's 12 days away. I can't believe we're already here for a P3S5 just completed. It's just... Time flies. Time flies when you're making sick fucking gains, right? Also, Thursday's episode is also private. We covered this yesterday. We have Roundtable 37, Beaches. Roundtable 37. Thursday, February the 23rd at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So this Thursday, you're going to miss out on the awesome roundtable discussion from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Swole fam. Be there this Thursday. You could join again, swolenormousx.com, get access to all the private live streams. Plus, we have a new DWG dropping on Friday in our overtime segment with another bunch of awesome edits and throwback content. Overtimes are sick. So big fucking week. Big fucking week. Really big, like thick, veiny. Thick and veiny. I mean, this is just the tip, and you're already getting split open on a fucking Tuesday. All right. So Thursday, the 23rd, 5 p.m., join us for the roundtable. And last but not least, we talked about overtime. So overtime on Friday. So I'm going to talk a lot about overtime this week just because Thursday is going to be private. And, I can't announce overtime on Friday on Thursday. So just keep in mind, it's a big week. So mark your calendars. We got P3S6 coming up. We have overtime this week. We got a roundtable. It's a big fucking month. We're going to close out February real strong. All right, now on to the first Swole Fam post.
What's in the box?
That's what we got here. Carson says, well, yesterday I had poor time management combined with an absolutely crazy schedule. So I did not go to the fucking gym.
Matt Damon.
How dare you?
Ooh. I spent most of today questioning life and being a sullen sack of shit, feeling horrible. But I went ahead and did some Swolga and club work because it doesn't matter how I feel. I need to work on my morning routine, just struggling because it's a toss-up whether I'm going to get 3 hours of sleep or 7. Carson, what is going on with the sleep? It's okay to have a schedule. It's okay to have a couple things, but you don't want to. One thing about a morning routine is you can't have it be so strict that if one small thing doesn't go perfectly, then nothing gets done. So you need to have a morning schedule. Again, I recommend the book Atomic Habits. It's a great way to create little blocks, and that's a much better thing to do. You should have something, in my opinion, a little block of habits that you do within the first 5-10 minutes of waking up, and then you should have a little bit of flexibility. That way you can still get certain things done, but you have different blocks you can move around and shift depending on if you have a schedule that can vary. You don't want to be so strict and so rigid that if something like you wake up 5 minutes later, all of a sudden nothing happens because nothing can get done and everything's rushed. So just keep that in mind. All right, we got a post here from James. We got some pictures, but let's read the post first and just stay tuned. We're going to scroll up and we're going to see James's sexy fucking gains. James says, feeling great, struggle with weight loss for a long time, just tracking calories and macros, but still eating a lot of junk food. Switched to animal-based, meat, fruit, organic honey, started the 90-day dash program in Swolenormous X, and on day 2 of week 1, feeling amazing and excited to keep the progress going. If you're looking for a change of pace, I highly recommend this style of eating. It's changed my quality of life in 2 weeks. I highly, highly agree. The elimination diet and cutting out a lot of these plant-based foods and inflammatory foods and processed sugars and oils is amazing. And even in just 2 weeks, James, stay on course and you are going to blow yourself. You're going to blow your mind. 2 weeks is nothing. And that's amazing. You can see the difference in 2 weeks, but trust me, keep going. It's going to snowball. You're going to keep on making progress. Good for you. Good for you. Joanne, 8 completed weeks without drinking. Very nice. Anyone else? Anyone else quit drinking? Drop your thoughts in the comments. 8 weeks no smoking. 8 weeks working out and active recovery. 8 weeks of changing my diet, cutting out food groups that are no good for me, and most importantly, 8 weeks of not restricting how much I eat. I eat as much of the foods that I find work for me as I want. I'm giving my body's hunger signals time to readjust, testing the theory, quote, when you eat the right shit, you shouldn't have to count shit. That's my theory. So what has this done for my body? I've lost 3.5 kilograms, which is a little bit over 7 pounds, almost 500 grams a week, roughly a pound a week. My actual body measurements have changed as follows. And she lists like the arm, waist, butt, thigh, calf. Having a break from heavy training this week and focusing on yoga, back into it next week. I'll probably do my measurements again in 4 weeks' time. Good for you. Keep us posted. That's legit. Good for you, Joanne.
A 10! A fucking 10!
That's amazing. Now, here's the thing. I'm just going to say, Joanne, don't get back on your heels. It's 8 weeks. Just saying, it's 8 weeks. Don't trick yourself into thinking that the habits are set, that everything's done, that you are a changed person. You need to keep on focusing. A lot of times, 8 weeks is great. But you know it's even better than 8 weeks? 9 weeks. You know it's even better than 9 weeks? 10 weeks. You know it's better than 10 weeks? 10 weeks and 3 days. So when you hear, okay, it takes 28 days or 30 days or whatever it is to build a habit, bullshit. You can quit anytime you want. You can quit. It doesn't matter if you build a habit that for 60 days and then you stop on 61. So the most important thing is staying focused and making sure that you're putting yourself in a position to be consistent every single day, one day at a time. So good for you. It's going to keep on stacking. We're proud of you. but just make sure you don't get too high on your own supply because you got 8 weeks in. So make sure you keep on going after it. All right. Don't let your foot off the gas pedal. Michael, good morning. I am new to the Swole fam. I am trying to figure out a daily workout with dumbbells only. I feel like we've been answering the same question a few times. I don't know if they're all Michael. What body parts should I do together? And I want to make them between 30 and 45 minutes. Thanks for all the input. I joined 3 days ago and I'm surprised how much content is here. It's a bit overwhelming. Do the 90-day dash program or do the Swollen 7 dumbbells. Boom. All right. You're asking a very general question. You just joined. You need to get into the programming, start working on your nutrition, but get into a standard program. Any exercise that might recommend a certain movement that you don't have access to, you could drop it in the Telegram chat or the Facebook group. Will give you a replacement if you don't see it on the list and of all the auxiliary and optional exercise. So everything can be done with the dumbbells, especially programs like the 90-day dash. Just make sure you start. All the programs, everything is done for you. You have the Swollen 7 dumbbells also that you can string together for 7, 14, 21, 28, 35 minutes. So you have a lot of options there, okay? You could do 1 or 2 mobility and then 2 Swollen 7 dumbbell. Boom, you have a 30-minute workout right there. But if you want to get on a good programming, which we recommend, the 90-day dash or Swole Mastery. Swole Mastery requires no equipment. 90-day dash is great for just dumbbells. So that's a great way to start off, okay? Make sure you go through the Get Started series because you're a new member. It breaks down where to find everything and a lot of information over in the masterclass too. But post up with what else you're thinking. Those are the options. Those are the great places to start. And any other questions, follow up in the Facebook group where you posted and the Telegram chat. So if you really want super rapid feedback, the Telegram chat's great. So we have a lot of different places for those that aren't members to communicate, whether it's like free flowing chat or posts like the Facebook group, which is awesome. Peter, last one from our discussion boards on Swolenormous X. Hi, everyone. I'm Peter. I'm 25 years old in college for exercise science. I am currently training to become a professional soccer player. I got hooked after watching the first YouTube video that crossed my screen. Love to learn the right way to exercise around people who push you. Happy to be a part of the family. Good for you, Peter. Excellent. I have a degree in exercise science. If you have any questions, let me know, but good for you. Good for you. Keep crushing it. And yeah, love having young professionals joining the Swole fam, especially athletes. And I love everyone that's joining that comes from so many different backgrounds and experiences. It makes the Swole fam so deep, so fucking deep. So deep. So fucking deep. All right. You're ready to join. Let's see. You're ready to join Peter, Michael. Who else we got? James, Joanne. Awesome post today from everyone. Carson. Join us, swolenormousx.com. Trust me, if you've been listening to the podcast for a while, we talked about it in the accountability meeting. Brittany called in and we're talking for a while about how sometimes people listen to the podcast and they watch the videos for months and months and months or years, and they just don't pull the trigger and make that first step. And maybe some of you that are watching live can drop your own thoughts on it. How long it took from you finding my content, whether it's a TikTok or Instagram video or YouTube video or the podcast, how long from when you found the content did it take for you to join? And do you wish you joined earlier? It's always interesting because you don't understand what you're missing. And if you connect with the content, you connect with the stories, and you connect with the messaging here, you're going to love the Swole fam. It's just, there's so many resources, and it's not just the mindset, it's the people, but it's also having the tools there that are going to hammer those same nails. So if you're trying to improve on your 7 pillars, which you could download over at swolenormousx.com, and links are also below. If you're trying to improve those 7 things, think of them as 7 nails. If you're trying to hammer those nails, you need the right tool. You can't hammer with a roll of duct tape. You can do a lot of stuff with duct tape, don't get me wrong, but you can't hammer. You're going to smash the roll into it. The roll's going to dent. You're not going to be able to get that nail in. You need the right tool. And we have each of the tools required to hit those nails. Let's say the nails are all different shapes. We have, or different size nails. We have big hammers for certain ones. We have smaller ones. We have the tools. The analogy is breaking down, but we have the tools that you need for each of those sections. You don't have to go searching endlessly on YouTube. You don't have to wonder whether or not the content that you find on some obscure website is good, or if some influencer is trying to shill you some fucking protein powder discount. You know, like, these are the things that work. These are things that I do, that we do, that are effective, and they do work. If you're ready to put in the work It's just some people need time. And it's not like buying a t-shirt. You go to papaswole.com, you buy a t-shirt. It's like, hey, you know you're getting a t-shirt. I can wear this t-shirt. I know what a t-shirt is like. I can put it on my body. Cool. And they're awesome. And I love the apparel. I wear it all the time. But it's not the same as changing all those lifestyle habits. And that takes a psychological shift. And some people shift earlier. Some people are in that right spot. And sometimes it takes a few months for you to warm up to it. And it can be daunting. But pretty much anyone that joins is like, shit, I should have done this earlier. I should have started practicing yoga earlier. I should have started meditating earlier. I can't believe I was missing all this. You have to be in the right state of mind, but you also just need to take the plunge and pull the trigger, so to speak, and stop pussyfooting and beating around the bush. Like, you have to push yourself. You have to take that leap and you have to make that move. And the worst thing that can happen is you join and you never talk, you never post, you never do any of the training, you never do the elimination. Like, you could join and you don't do anything. If you don't do anything, you're not going to get anything out of it. Shocker. So, I mean, the worst thing that can happen is nothing. You're in the same spot you are now. Do you want to make improvements? Cool. Then do something different that's going to help you make improvements objectively. Okay. Let's see. Tyler found Papa Swolio in early 2019 and waited 10 months to join officially. Glad you did, brother. Mark would say it took me about 4 months. Nice. That's faster than a lot of people. Derek, 8 months, was already losing weight, but this helped a ton. Great community. Yeah. It's just interesting. Everyone's got their own different journey. Jen took me about 2 months. I love hearing it. Some people, it's like 8 months. I've been listening for 3 years. I love sometimes we read those stories where someone's like, I've been listening to the show for 3 years, which is awesome. I'm glad you've listened for 3 years. I'm glad you finally joined. It's always shocking though. Like, man, you were listening for 3 years and then you joined? Like, if you love the show that much and you listen for 3 fucking years, I think you would have like, hey, everyone's got their own situation, so no harm, no foul. But it's just interesting how different people's minds work and, you know, the process of different people. And that's important. That's important for, you know, creating content and sending the message out there. It's like, how can I, not just for people to join, but how do I get through to people that are going to, because when you join, it's like, okay, I'm really going to start making those changes. I'm really going to start eating healthy. I really want to do it seriously. And, you know, it's interesting to, because everyone's mind is like a puzzle and you have to solve it. Like, hey, how can I send a message out that's going to get more people to make those positive changes? All right, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Natty Knight started listening in October and joined last month. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Stone, been listening since before the Daily Swole. Before the Daily Swole. 2016? 2016. Yeah, you've been around for a bit, Stone. That was like a month, March or April. March or April of 2016. 7 years. 7 years. Loretta listened for 5 months, started February 2020, joined September. Hell yeah, Loretta in the house. All right, let's get a phone call. Swole fam's representing. I want to read Jen's post too, though. It took me about 2 months, but that's only because I had to do my, quote, research first. Don't do that. Just dive right in. Well, you can do your research first, but it's all good. There's enough knowledge, cock, and support to go around to figure it out as you go. Of course, you have to do your own work, but you'll have enough support once you join. I agree. So, I mean, look, there's a lot of content. And there's never going to be less content. There's only going to be more. So people that join, I understand you could be like, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. You go to the yoga section, you see hundreds of classes. What the fuck? You go to the programs, you see like all these different programs. Like, where do I start? But that's why we have the Get Started series. And that's why we have the communities. That's why when you join, I always say, post up in the group, introduce yourself. So go to the Facebook group, reach out. The reason why Swolenormous X and the Swole fam is so successful is because of the people. It's because of the community. It's because of pillar number one. So if you're listening and you haven't introduced yourself, like give details, like, hey, like, who was it before? Let me just bring up the post. It was Michael. Like, he just joined, a little bit overwhelmed. No problem. Like, hey, I'm trying to figure out something with dumbbells. Cool. Put it out there. And that way we can respond like, hey, try the 90-day dash. And you can always ask if we want to swap out an exercise or do the Swollen 7 dumbbells. Like, cool. So it doesn't matter if there's a lot of content, fine. We're here to help you individualize and customize, because not everyone's going to use X the same way, right? Not everyone's going to do the same program. Not everyone's going to start off in the same way. So it's important to keep that in mind. Let's take a call from, is this Connor? Is this our Connor? We got a call from Connor.
So I used to be 300 pounds and I got myself down to 185 pounds. I started a bulk and got myself up to 212. and I just started a cut a few days ago. I'm going to go down to about 175. How do I get past my body dysmorphia, since I'm always going to have that fear of being a fat boy?
That was a lot of numbers. So what, you were fat, you lost, you gained, you lost. How do you get over well, you said you're going to be losing weight. How do you get over your body dysmorphia? Meditation, awareness of these negative self-thoughts. Understand that a lot of reasons why people have problems is because they tell themselves a story about their situation. Like, let's say you're lean and mean, you're muscular, you're lean, but you used to be 300 pounds. Well, guess what? No one fucking knows that. No one knows that. Like, you're meeting people, they don't know you were fat. In your head, you remember yourself being fat. So the only thing that exists is now. Okay, so you were 300 pounds. Okay, cool. You were 300 pounds. You're not 300 pounds. But you have this whole mindset of like feeling guilty that you were and like self-conscious that you might go back there. Like, this is all in your own fucking head. So the only thing that matters are your actions, where you're going, like what you're doing today about it. So if you're eating healthy, you're training, you're following the 7 pillars, you're eating quality foods, you're getting quality sleep, you're not going to become an obese fat fuck again. If you do things that will lead you to become a fat fuck, you're not sleeping, you're eating garbage, you're not exercising, of course you're going to become a fat fuck. So just keep that in mind. Meditation's essentially important. So mindfulness, brain gains inside Swolenormous X. It'll help you track these feelings and these, this brain fuckery when they arise. And it's practice. But it's like strength training for your mind. There we go. That was awesome. And stay disciplined. Like, stay focused. This is why you have the 7 pillars objectively. So like what Connor was talking about, our other Connor, I don't know if it's the same Connor, but if you follow the 7 pillars and you're doing that objectively every day, maybe you don't feel like taking care of your community, but you do anyway. Maybe you don't feel like eating certain foods. Okay, but you're eating them anyway. Maybe you don't feel like training. Okay, but you're training anyway. Maybe you don't feel like getting quality sleep or okay, whatever, but you're recovering, you're doing it. Maybe you don't feel like doing a little mobility, but you do it anyway. Maybe you don't feel like meditating. Okay, it doesn't matter. You do it anyway. You're going to be consistent. And then tomorrow you're going to feel better. Like, we all have those mood dips. Like, every once in a while I have a day that just like, I feel flat. I feel weak. I feel like, my programming sucks and this, but I do stuff anyway. And then the next day I feel great again. Everyone has it. Like, everyone has those ups and downs. Let's take a question from earlier. I saw it. Will Beasing, Papa Swole, I wake up at 3 a.m. to get to work by 4 a.m. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
And was wondering if you had any tricks to keep myself awake in the morning. Sleep is not an issue where I have to worry about getting enough. So you get enough sleep. To keep yourself awake in the morning. So what? You're getting tired in the morning? Then you're not getting enough sleep. Like, is your quality of sleep enough? Are you supplementing? Do you you have magnesium deficiencies? Are you taking in electrolytes? Or are you drinking coffee first thing in the morning and crashing? You should probably wait about 2 hours, take a cold shower, do a cold plunge first thing in the morning. That's going to give you, a couple hours of like nice, fresh energy and feeling great. So if you're getting tired or crashing in the morning, it's probably some sort of hydration, electrolyte, caffeine crash, or you're not getting the quality of sleep that you think you are. So some more context, you can follow up. We'll come back to it. Tony, Papa Swole, if I eat one big nutrient dense meal a day, is it better to eat early, midday, or evening? If you only do one, early or midday, are you getting enough nutrients? So it doesn't matter if you're doing 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day. If you're getting the nutrients that you need, you can split it up. But time restricted eating is good. If you're eating bigger meals, I would recommend bigger meals earlier in the day. I wouldn't recommend eating much in the evening. Depends on your schedule, depends on what works best for you. But, if you're trying to go to sleep in the evening and you're eating a big fucking meal like 7 o'clock at night, you're going to be stuffed. You're going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be hard to digest. And let's see. Tyler, what would you recommend to wash in terms of clothing? I wash my Swole variant tank. The colors and image is starting to fade out. Don't wash clothes. Like, if you have tanks or things in prints that you don't want to get worn down, turn them inside out and wash on cold. Otherwise, colors will bleed. If you're washing them on hot and drying on hot, it'll fade colors with any shirt. So wash on cold, tumble dry, low, or air dry. Just turn them inside out, because then you're like, if it's outside, it's just friction and rubbing and rubbing and rubbing on the print. So any shirt's going to fade. So turn it inside out, wash on cold. And don't do like an intense cycle, for example. And you're not going to need that. If it's just a t-shirt or a tank, you don't need to like scrub the shit out of it on like searing hot water. It might just be like, oh, you worked out, so it's like a little bit of sweat. It'll come out easy. Also, don't use abrasive washes. You could just use some white vinegar and put it in your, wherever you put in your detergent. Or you can use, I don't know if it's Molly's Suds. I don't know if that's the right, there's one that's like just natural, like it's like peppermint oil. It's like natural. It's like a little powder. And you don't want to use any kind of estrogenic washes for clothes and things like that. Let's see. That's a good point, John. If you're following bodybuilders on platforms, do yourself a favor and stop and unfollow. My body dysmorphia hit the bricks when I stopped comparing myself to people on gear. Yeah, look, comparison is the thief of joy. I mean, that's a famous quote. And if you're looking at people all the time, and this is what I always say, your phone is like, what, 5-6 inches long? That's what she said.
Because
Someone's like, I got a really small phone. So if you're looking at your phone, and let's say you're scrolling for an hour, you might go through 50 accounts. But it seems like everything that you see is someone who's more muscular, more ripped, and has a better body, quote unquote, than you. But you're seeing a very, 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 very small fraction of a 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 percent of people that are in good shape, and a fraction of a percent of people in the world. They just seem like it takes up your entire world because it's on your phone, and you can only see one thing at a time, really. If you're scrolling through like Reels or TikTok, you see like muscular, and they're getting a pump, and they have good lighting, and maybe they're manipulating, they're putting a filter on it, right? I mean, it's meant for social media. So if you stop following shit, and I don't really follow shit. Yeah, I scroll a little bit. The app, I'm aware of what's going on. I scroll a little bit, but I try to keep it minimal. But I don't follow accounts because I don't care what people are doing. I only care about what I'm doing. And I need to minimize distraction. I have no notifications on, do not disturb all the time, silent. So bottom line, you need to block out, and that's community, what John's talking about. It's pillar number one. So if you're following a lot of people that are like ripped and in great shape and all that stuff, it's like psychologically, it's fucking you up. It really is. The only thing you need to do is to compare yourself to who you were yesterday and improve like 1% every day. Steven, howdy, Sensei Swolio. What is the best replacement for quote normal toothpaste? Good question. I use baking soda. That's it. I have my water on the little bamboo toothbrush, and I just kind of dab it in a little bit of baking soda. Works for me. And I use coconut oil to rinse out afterwards and floss with the coconut oil. I think the baking soda, if you use too much, or some people might cause sensitivity. I never have any issues with it. My hygienist, and they're always like, your teeth keep on getting better, so keep doing it. Let's see. Carson, is that why everyone is aspiring to Lizzo levels of health? Wake up. Lizzo?
You can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
Oh, Carson and Connor. So Connor called in. Yeah, so that's why I was confused. All right, my brain flipped on that one. Let's take another call from Geronimo.
Papá Solio, ve al puto gimnasio, papá. ¿Cómo estás? Ve al puto gimnasio. Yo ya fui al puto gimnasio today, eh? The fucking gimnasio, bitch. Yeah, baby. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I always go to the puto gimnasio. I'm right now in the puto gimnasio.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. All right.
Fucking people.
Keep going, Geronimo. Well done. Well done. Let's get another question. Let's take one more call and pretend that one didn't happen. From Dakota. Can we save it? Can we salvage it, Dakota?
Have you went to the fucking gym today?
Nope.
Well, have you? Get off your ass and go to the fucking gym.
Haven't saved it. Okay. Well,
that Hansel's so hot right now.
Just smile and wave, boys. Right. Smile and wave.
All right. So the last two calls, crash and burn. All right. Let's do. Well, all right. I got a question. On Instagram. This is gonna wash that out of them. Like, this is gonna salvage it, right? It's gonna save it right now. Here we go. This one's from Catalino Pais. Papa Swolio, am I gay for doing CrossFit? I do it because of economic issues. Well, let me do a couple things here. CrossFit is expensive than most gyms. So if you're doing it at a CrossFit box, aka a gym, you're spending way more than you should for a gym membership. So if you're doing it on your own, that's one thing. Yes, you are gay for doing CrossFit. But if you're paying for CrossFit, that's even more gay. So there's that. I'm just saying it's you know, it's
Emotional, Dad.
Chicks will dig you, or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
I'd say I don't make the rules, but I do. So little gay, little bit. Little gay. Poquito gay. Pedro Chalard, have you ever skipped leg day? Nope. Never. That's one thing I've never had an issue with. Lacey Bradley, 581, is it bad if you work out at night after eating your meals throughout the day? It's not bad. I personally detest working out at night, unless you're doing yoga. I don't like working out at night. I have in the past. I don't like working out at night. It's not good for like sleeping. It's not good to like jack yourself, because then you have to eat, and usually post workout, you're going to eat something and it's late. I don't like it. Some people have to, but I challenge you to work out first. Even if you're getting up at 5 to go to work, get up at 4 and train first. I'm telling you, it's so much better than doing it at night. So bad. I mean, for some people, they'll classify as bad. I don't think it's optimal, but it really depends. If you're getting amazing results and your schedule like really takes you that direction, I mean, there's a lot of ways to make some gains, but I personally don't like the idea. Stone, what's more annoying, a vegan or a CrossFitter? A vegan CrossFitter. Oh. Gotcha. All right. The real Elias Chavez. Food and workout dialed in. What sups are must have? Well, that raises more questions. Food and workout dialed in. Oh, is it? I'd like to know what you consider dialed in food. I always say this whenever someone says I eat really healthy. What else should I do? I'm like, oh, well, tell me. Just curious. Tell me what you consider eating healthy or eating well. When someone says that, that's a red flag for me. More often than not. Sometimes I'm surprised, but rarely. So just saying, Elias, if you want to comment back in and be like, hey, here's what I'm eating. Just curious. But usually when someone says my food is dialed in, I'm like, is it now? What sups are a must have? Well, what Stonefit said, if it was dialed in, you wouldn't need sups. Yeah, for the most part, you wouldn't. You know, if your food is dialed in, you really don't need like things like protein powders and stuff like that. That's just extra. I just do like some raw milk or raw kefir or something in place of anything that'd be like a protein powder. What supplements are a must have? I would say vitamin D in the wintertime, or if you're in northern latitudes, and magnesium glycinate. There's different types, but magnesium is fantastic. Electrolytes, a lot of people have deficiencies in magnesium. Other things are must have. Nothing's must have, but you can benefit from things like creatine and citrulline malate, and there's different ones that could be beneficial. But must have is it's a term that, what supplements could be beneficial is a better term. Nothing's must have. Yeah, liver. Liver is nature's multivitamin. So, I mean, that's food. That's considered food. I don't consider that a supplement. Yogi Galaz, Papa Swolio, what do you think of gym plus yoga? Yogi Galaz, I would recommend you check out our content more, because you'd realize that yoga is the fucking tits. I don't think you've checked out all the links, and methinks that's a lazy question. Because obviously, if you know me, you know yoga is the fucking bee's knees. We have like 300 yoga classes on Swolenormous X. If you go to swolenormousx.com/links, I think we still have links for like a free yoga class. Check it out if you've never done it. Matija Prugovecki, 22. How do I train abs? Lift heavy weight. Lift heavy free weights. There's many ways to overload your core. If you're trying to do like actually strength exercises for the rectus abdominis specifically, crunches, leg raises, planks, there's 1,000 fucking things. Lazy question. Asher Fallen 25, what time is best to work out? whatever helps you be consistent, whatever makes you consistent, whatever you can execute every day is the best time for you. If you asked me objectively, more often than not, is it better to work out earlier in the day or later? Earlier. So morning or early afternoon is my personal preference. That was great. Okay, little America.
I am the danger.
Don't forget to watch where the sun don't shine.
Woo! Brisa Tropical 1. Papa Soy, what do you think about CrossFit?
You lose.
We just talked about it. Look, I think CrossFit's one of those things where you can say, okay, is it better than doing nothing? Yeah. It really depends on how it's executed. CrossFit just gets you exposed to a lot of different like alarm stressors. You're doing a lot of different shit. Random, picked out of a fucking hat. Most people have bad form. A lot of these very super technical lifts are done for high rep to failure with people that are not properly trained and educated on it. So, I mean, can it be done better than others? Sure. But, I think it's a net positive for the industry because a lot of awesome equipment has come from, and companies have come from making great equipment and brought down the price of equipment since like Rogue, came up with like early CrossFit and stuff like that. So I think for equipment and stuff like that, it's been awesome. It's been tremendous. And yeah, it's gotten a lot of people in shape. It's also caused a lot of fucking injuries and, and confused a lot of people about fitness adaptations and what's required in order to improve your health and stuff like that. CrossFit will get you better at doing CrossFit things, but it doesn't necessarily get you the results that most people want, which is building muscle and losing fat. So anyway, let's see here. Ty Schneider, 17. What is the hardest workout? I'll give you a fucking hard workout.
Because
the workout that requires the least weight but still burns. All right, what the fuck?
Matt Damon.
Moving right along. Robin WP13, how many times in the week are you going to the fucking gym? I train every day. It's going to look different from day to day, but I go every day. I do something every day. I train every day. All right. Let's see. Daikon. What sets apart your 7 Pillars ebook from other fitness books / ebooks? Because the other books are not the 7 Pillars ebook. What sets it apart is that it's about the 7 pillars. And no other book is about the 7 pillars. What sets it apart? Why don't you download it and fucking read it? And then you'll see. I don't know what other I don't know what you're comparing it to other fitness books. It's like, I don't give a fuck. That the 7 pillars, maybe that the 7 pillars doesn't give a shit about what other fitness books are out there. I don't fucking care. Like, what sets this apart? Because it's a fucking book that's about the 7 pillars. It's not a different book. Oh, what sets it apart? Why don't you download it and fucking find out? Beth ZNC, where and how did you learn Spanish? I took Spanish from middle school through college and been living lived in Miami for years. Like, I've been exposed to a lot of Spanish. I'm not as fluent as I used to be, but I can understand. And that's why the accents and the pronunciations, and I can say a lot of things like I'm doing on like the videos a lot more naturally just because I know the words and I know the pronunciations and all that stuff. I live in South America, essentially. Florida's fucking South America. The further south you go in Florida, like, you're not in America. Like, the further north you go, the further south you are in the United States. So Florida, in the southern area, it's South America. Legit. Time to go balls deep. Let's fucking go. That's deep. Okay. I like that too, Stone. I just didn't have patience for it. Most fitness books say you have to do it this way, proclaiming they are right and everyone else is wrong. The 7 Pillars lays framework for you to live a healthy life how you choose to. Indeed. It's the fundamental approaches. Your life has to be customized. I think there's a lot more people that would benefit from doing it similar to what we do in the Swole Fam, but everyone's a little bit different. Everyone approaches things a little bit differently. So indeed. I like a question like, what sets your book apart from... Why don't you read the fucking book And then you can understand what's different from other books that you've read. Like, I've read these fitness books. How's your book different? Why don't you read it and find out? Why don't you read it? Why don't you read it and find out? I do appreciate you reading it or you're interested in it, but fucking read the goddamn book. Jesus fucking Christ. Don't just take my word for it. Fuck.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
Okay. All right, fam. On Thursday, don't forget, Roundtable 37. Join us today, swolenormousx.com. Thursday, the 23rd, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. The live stream will be private for members only. We'll see you there. Roundtable 37. Let's fucking go. Who's ready for some balls deep? Who's ready for some BD? Come on now. Who's ready? Who's ready? Drop some biceps and grills in the chat. We got a couple videos. Let's see if we got an appetizer. Yeah. Oh. All right. That's a 5-course meal, but we'll treat it like an appetizer because it's a short video. Here we go. This is called She Studied Fitness. I remember my first beer. All right, hit that like button, fam. She studied fitness. Did she now?
Just so that you know, when I was in university for fitness and exercise physiology, I was a size 12. And when we took our body fat percentages, I was classified as morbidly obese. I had a size 12.
Any questions? Any questions? No? Okay, let's continue.
The BMI is just a ratio of height to weight.
Very good. Very good. There's a lot of metal in your face, too. Okay.
It literally means nothing in regards to health.
That's actually incorrect. If you have a lot of extra body fat, it's directly correlated to your health. Like, absolutely. A whole list of endocrine issues. There's a lot of issues that you're at risk for having excessive amounts of body fat. That's what it means, excessive amounts of body fat.
And the phrase obesity doesn't mean what you think it means.
I think it is. I think it is.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
I think it does. I think it does. God. All right, your fucking face.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
How are you defining size 12? You thought you were a size 12, or one item of clothing you wore says 12 on the inside, but you're really a 16, right? Or an 18? Right.
In fact, many of you throwing around that word would...
Obesity. 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 Obesity.
Around that word would probably be mortified to find out that you too are morbidly obese.
Oh, guess what? I am obese according to BMI. You know what? Because I have fucking gains, bro. I have fucking gains. I lift weights. I have lean mass. Goddamn right. It's not accurate if you lift weights. It makes you fucking gains.
Stay fat and fantastic, friends.
Ah, you're a body positive chundergunch. Ah, fam, she's a retard. It's okay.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Stay fat and fantastic. How about don't? How about don't stay unhealthy? How about don't put yourself at risk for all-cause mortality and all sorts of diseases? How about not? You could have said that stuff and been like, instead of saying, have fun, be fat and fantastic. Ew, gross. No, how about don't stay fat? And fat and fantastic has nothing to do. There's no correlation between fat and fantastic unless you're talking about a ribeye. Yeah, hey, good luck with those diabetes. Good luck with the diabetes, friends. Stay fat and fantastic. You disgusting shitbox. Okay, fam, we got to raffle this off because we're between a rock and a fat place. I can't do it. Fam, number 1 or number 2, we got thinner people, better knee surgery. What does health look like? We got a couple. We got 2 huge piles of shit. 2 pieces of shit. Which one you want to expose yourself to first? They both suck. Come on, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Let's go with Dan, number 2. Dan, number 2.
And that's the way, I like it. Is she on the sunshine bun?
They both sound terrible. They are.
You switch the samples.
They are terrible. Don't. Oh, they are terrible. Number 2, Dan says, this is called What Does Health Look Like? Not like this.
So how does one look healthy?
Yeah, why are you doing
What does healthy look like? Skinny? Because that's not.
Why you lean forward? I'm not going to remove the bottom bar because I don't want to. Some of you might be like eating breakfast soon. Why do you have to lean forward?
True. Just because a person is skinny does not mean they're healthy.
Okay.
But as far as like looking good,
Just because, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's the universe girl again. Let me clarify again. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy. But if you're fat, you're not healthy. So one is like, yeah, you're not healthy if you're fat. If you're skinny, yeah, it doesn't mean that you're healthy. But being fat is a goddamn, it's close to a guarantee as you're going to get. Holy shit.
I mean, I look good.
We choose truth over facts.
Nice. Nice. Look, Joe Biden would get a sniffy. I'm not going to, I mean, there's no doubt about that. But my God, what did Ray Charles? Did Ray Charles do a smasher pass? What the fuck are you talking about? I look good. Hoo-wee. Hashtag subjective as fuck. My goodness. Wow. Show.
Wow.
You make me happy.
All right.
Look good.
Oh.
Yeah, I look good. My husband thinks so. But you're wrong. I actually weigh like 220. This would be 330 in pounds. And I just saw my doctor this last Monday. I calculated my BMI after the appointment just out of curiosity, and my BMI is 41.
Fucking no, you don't say. You don't say.
It is important to note that the BMI is an inaccurate and racist tool.
There we go. But my racism. But my racism. But my melanin. But my melatonin. Hashtag melanin challenged. It's important to note that the BMI is an inaccurate and racist tool. I disagree. Look, if you told me, hey, this person, if you put yourself behind like a huge, like a curtain where I couldn't see you, like a big fucking curtain, and you said, okay, the person behind this curtain has a BMI of 41 and they don't exercise. Okay. I would picture whatever you are. I would picture an obese woman like you. That's not inaccurate. That's very accurate. It's very accurate. Just saying. I'm not, that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean you have a terrible personality. I mean, in this case, that would be accurate, but I'm like, it doesn't mean like, hey, you're a morally evil person. That's not what it's saying. BMI doesn't tell me that you have purple and magenta hair. The BMI doesn't tell me that you're wearing literally observable universe on your leggings and your spandex outfit. Why? For fuck's sake, why? The BMI doesn't tell me that your social anxiety expert tag is like a hardcore grift. Like, it doesn't tell me anything like that. It just means that you're fat. You tell me you have a 41 BMI, unless you're ripped to the fucking bone, like you're jacked, you're obese.
And guess what?
Jesus, don't zoom
My
in.
doctor says I'm
Fuck.
healthy. And even if I was unhealthy,
Your doctor
that
says.
doesn't. My doctor says I'm healthy.
By what metric? By what metric? Your doctor also doesn't want to end up on TikTok or Twitter, right? There's that too. Anyway, they're following protocols to avoid getting sued, to avoid any kind of litigation. So a lot of times they're not going to tell you the truth anyway.
And even if I was unhealthy, that doesn't mean that I would deserve harassment and mistreatment.
You're only garnering harassment or mistreatment by making stupid content. You're not healthy. You're not healthy. By what parameters? Understand that doctors are measuring people based on like these random metrics based on a population of sick people. So understand that as the sizes get bigger, right? A medium is what an extra large used to be, or a size 18 is what a size 8 used to be. As everything, increases, if the average population is sicker and sicker, it's going to take more and more for you to fall outside these ranges. If everyone is falling outside these ranges, they adjust the numbers, then boom, people are healthier than ever before. You know, this is how they cover up like the tracks when it comes to like the vax or the gene therapy and COVID and stuff like that. They just adjust the parameters of what is required to, you know, fall outside a certain framework and for litigation or for, they just change the definitions of things and change, well, like, oh, well, everyone's heart rate or blood pressure has elevated since the vaccination. It's like, well, let's just raise the range of a healthy blood pressure. And now, hey, everyone's healthy again.
And it would be fat phobic to assume that whatever health conditions I do have are
you do have health conditions. So it would be fat phobic to assume that whatever health conditions I do have
are automatically tied to my weight.
They couldn't have anything to do with your weight. It's fat phobic to say that my health conditions are attached to the fact that I'm fucking morbidly obese. You have a BMI of 41. People, 40 fucking 1. 41. It's fat phobic to say that the health conditions I do have anything to do with my weight. Fucking bullshit, it does. Or doesn't, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. What, your mental health directly tied to your lifestyle habits for sure. Food intake and everything, gut-brain access and such. Give me a fucking break. This is such a goddamn bullshit grift.
But you in particular,
Jesus.
you can...
Oh, fucking fuck! Come on, man! Come on! What the fuck, man? Jesus Christ! No! Come on, dude! Fucking hell! Jesus Christ! Fuck! God damn it! Fucking... Oh my God, fucking damn it.
That's a huge bitch.
Like, why is that necessary? Like, what the fuck is that solving? What are you trying to accomplish? My God. You can, but you in particular, you can suck it? Ew. Ew, suck what? Suck what? I'd have to find it first. Jesus Christ. Be like an archaeologist to dig up the remains. It's fucking disgusting, Taney Man. That's some nasty shit. He's not impressed. Church, that's some gross fucking stuff. Right, Mama? That's nasty. That's nasty. I know, I don't want to look at it either. I know, baby girl. Jesus Christ. That's fucking disgusting. Nasty. At least we got a little tainty man here. Oh. Ugh. Fuck. Okay, last one. All right, last one. You know what's interesting is that like the same amount of live viewers were here during that video. No one left. As horrifying. Look, we make it, fam. We make it through together. We get through. We get through. America, baby. We're in it to win it. We're in it to win it. Fam, we're sticking through. We're sticking through. I know it was horrifying, but everyone stuck through, which I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Oh, God, we're through together. Fam, the only way out of this is through. Bruh. Lick that dick. Lick that dick. Lick that dick. Lick that dick. There you go. Get in there, bro. Get in that dick. Yeah, lick it. Lick the taint. Look at him go for the taint. Yeah, tainty boy. Tainty boy. There you go. There you go. Get in there. Get the fuck in there. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yo, hey. Enough, all right? Enough. Respect yourself. You good? You done? You done licking yourself? We're all jealous, Tainty Man. We're all jealous that you can get in there like that. We're jealous. Did you know? All right. He's looking for his ball sack. I know. Where are my balls? I can't find it. It's ridiculous. I know. I wish he had his ball sack. I wish he had his
As
ball
you
sack.
can see, my nipples have been removed from my body. Where they are, I don't know.
All right. All right. Let's wrap this up. I'm done. I keep my brain. I don't know how this could be better or worse. This might be at least. All right. Let's just. I almost think we should just end it on that. Let's just do one more. One more.
What's in the box?
This is called Thinner People Better Knee Surgery. The text at the bottom of the screen. Oh, Reagan? Oh my God. Just look at, this is a podcast. We'll start a podcast, bro. Not everyone needs their own podcast. I think everyone has the right to have one, but not everyone should make a podcast. This is called the Fat Joy Podcast. It says life-saving surgeries are denied, but weight loss surgery is okay. I don't know. Just look at the health quality. Look at these people's faces. You like just the coloration, the size, the girth. Man, go to the fucking gym. Let's go. Come on, get healthier. Let's stop complaining in Fat Joy Podcast. There's no joy in being fat. Enough of this fucking nasty grift. It's disgusting.
You say, oh, we believe that thinner people have better surgical outcomes, for example, of knee surgery. Now, there's research that suggests that that's not true. And even if it was, that's probably because all of the research and tools and best practices and training is based on thin people. Like, that's probably a solvable problem.
Why is she
And even if
red?
fat people need more resources, that should be okay. Right? The idea that if fat people can't have the same outcomes as thin people, then they don't deserve care at all is not ethically justifiable. But what happens is they say, oh, well, it's too dangerous to have knee surgery at your size, so we're going to refer you to weight loss surgery, right?
You do realize that's because the pressure that your obesity causes, the angle, the Q angle, because of your hips and the pressure, your knees caving in, that knee valgus, you get surgery, it's going to like rip right out, like it'll not heal properly, or you'll re-injure yourself. Like the surgery's not going to take because of your excessive mass. For fuck's sake. Jesus Christ, it's not complicated.
Is patently ridiculous.
And also, it's a high risk for putting someone who's that unhealthy under anesthesia. Like, give me a fucking break.
Yeah. Considering especially that with weight loss surgery, there's almost no data past 10 years.
Oh, really?
Almost none. They have essentially no idea what's going to happen to you after. 10 years.
And they've purposefully not done long-term research?
I feel better now.
I don't know if I can say for sure it's purposefully, but I know that most of the research comes from the industry and they have no interest in it.
Fam, they have no interest in doing, look, any of these major companies, they don't have any interest in doing any kind of long-term research, right? We don't want long-term research, fam. Who wants
attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Long-term research? What's that? What is that? Science? Get the fuck out of here. Go fuck yourself, science.
Go fuck yourself.
Get the fuck out of here. We don't need science. We don't need science. We're just looking for truth,
We
fam.
choose truth over facts.
We don't need science. God, silly fucking rabbit. Science. Who sciences anymore? Hey, church. What do you think about science? Right? Research. Oh, who cares about research? Who cares about research? No one cares. No one cares. No one cares about research. Get a little gratuitous church. She says hi. She says hi. Good girl. You're such a good girl. Oh my God, you're so cute. Everyone thinks you're so cute. Everyone loves you. They think you're so cute. I know, scary videos. The scary peoples. There you go. Good girl. Oh my God. And the Tainty Man. All right. Aww. All right. And she's back. Okie dokie. It was. Lady, isn't it like 4 extra pounds of pressure on your joints per pound gained? I don't know. I mean, understand it's different because it's all being focused on a smaller area. So like in your upper body, it's being focused at an angle and it's being focused on a very specific point. It is when you're walking down the stairs. It's like 7 times in terms of the pressure or the impact, because you have gravity and deceleration when you're walking downstairs. Plus every time you take a step, half it's on one part of your body. It's like distributed more on like one leg. It's just, anyway. Lady Hawk, I felt a difference. How many of you have experience with like pressure on your knees and stuff being obese? Fundamentally, your lifestyle habits suck, so it's compounding all your problems. Lady Hawk, I felt a difference on my knees from just losing 10 pounds. Imagine being super obese. Fact, we've talked about this before when people have said like, oh, it's wonderful being fat. And everyone in the comments like, no, it's not. It's terrible being fat. It's fucking terrible. Okay, let's give away today's Swole card. Fam, we have an amazing Swole card to give away. We have an amazing church. Very nice. Church coming up huge. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, the cute is unstoppable. It's unstoppable. And of course, we have the Tainty Man, and we have an amazing card. Hashtag Tainty Magooch. Let's give it away, fam. Don't forget that Inside Swolenormous X, join the fam today because we are coming up this Thursday, day after tomorrow. The live stream will be private for members. Roundtable from 5 to 7, Thursday, February the 23rd. This Thursday, day after tomorrow. Roundtable 37 will take the place of episode 2484. 2484. You know what that means. We're coming quickly up on episode 2500, and the 6th release of the Papa Swolio signature series drops for 24 hours on March 11th. The date of episode 2500. Going to keep on talking about it, and you can bookmark swolenormousx.com/signature and be ready for that. Get a certified Swole card with your purchase, and of course, it's a one-time release for 24 hours only. We'll be talking a lot more about it in the upcoming weeks. It's only like 2 weeks, a little more than 2 weeks away. Hashtag Tainty Magooch. Let's fucking go, Falcon, please. Music, thank you. Hit it. Nice claw work, Falcon. Much better. You're getting your game up. It's about fucking time, you crazy ass bird. Tainty Magooch. Scrolling. My breakfast just came back up. Booty Judge. A 0. One more time, Falcon. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. All right, Beaches, we got a winner, and it is in our Daily Swole Telegram chat. Jen, congratulations.
Congratulations!
Congratulations, Jen. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. I'm trying to get the post up here. Congratulations. Send us that email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2482 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. I don't know. It's not bringing up onto my screen, but congratulations, Jen. Well done. Well done. Well fucking done. Well done. I was going to save the picture. I can't. I don't know why it's not showing up. Maybe I'll do it here. Maybe I can do it like this. Ah, there we go. Nailed it. Congratulations. We did it. Big up on the screen. We'll take some soundboard requests. We got some piano cock coming up in just a second. Don't nobody go nowhere.
I'm totally comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be in pain.
There's tiny tuck, typical tuck, total tuck, and the tyrannical tuck.
I've been thinking about getting another camera up here, fam. I'm trying to think of a different angle. We got the side cam, my good side. My other good side. We got the tainty cam. Ooh, give me that Hank Hill. I got you, fam.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
Oh, Andres, thank you so much. Thank you, far too kind.
Inconceivable! So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
And Andres, make sure you ve al puto gimnasio, huh? Everyone, go to the fucking gym, you beach. Hell yeah, beaches.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Oh, no hands. Very nice. Excellent.
Chlorophyll?
Very nice.
More like borophyll.
Fam, everyone hit that like button on the way out. Hit that thumbs up on YouTube. Please don't leave without doing that. It makes a big difference. And leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you bang your ear holes. We'll be back here tomorrow. We got a lot more Daily Swole every fucking day, but tomorrow, hump day, kick it off with us and the Swole fam. It'll be going live again in the morning, about 9-10 o'clock. So if you're a member, you get a notified text about 10-15 minutes before the live stream, so you never miss. But just turn your notifications on, all that good shit. Unsubscribe from things that you don't subscribe to. But the more you engage, the more you watch, the more you hit the thumbs up, the more you comment, the more likely, even if you're not a member, you'll get alerts from like YouTube and stuff like that. So thanks for being here. Make sure that you hit the like button and check us out, swolenormousx.com, and get ready. We got a lot of stuff. We got some awesome new shit over there at papasolio.com. Use code DailySwole for 10% off for the new merch we dropped yesterday. We'll talk more about it tomorrow. And of course, Roundtable on Thursday. So exciting times, beaches. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGee's, deuce, Magoose. Yeah, boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I gift rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't laugh and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bag that you made, that's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made, that's a bag that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children.